Arizona, you had many of them running around with teaching demonic doctrines, damnable heresies. When verse where you in the world return into the old silence 7 days, like as in the former judgments, so that no man shall remain. No man will not remain. Right? And after 7 days, the world that yet awaketh not shall be raised up. That's where we at now. That part right there. And after 7 days, the world that yet awaketh not shall be raised up. That's you men and women coming back to this truth. Now Israel is waking up.
Right alongside the side of so many great games,
Brock.
The old Astrodome. We're hoping to see a great game played here inside of this venue. Opened back in 2002 and bearing the same name now that it did back then, Reliance Stadium here in Houston. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and we're off and running from Houston. Here's Smith on the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
At their own 29-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. That's a catch for Nico Collins. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
It's a gain of 7.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3.
Only quick, right?
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a 1st down. Working quickly here.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
They give on 2nd to Benson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
On the stop.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now trying to run for it with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped just a couple yards beyond the line, but that is still good enough for the 1st.
It's a gain of 2.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. The give now to Benson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender fails, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
48-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Stroud from the pistol. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's got it. It's in close. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with his 1st of hopefully many more to come this season. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. He's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Hardman on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. James Cook the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Allen to throw. This is going to be incomplete again. The defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Setting up to throw. And he's going to be brought down back to the 13-yard line. Von Miller. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now.
All week long, you know this front seven was challenging each other in practice. Who's going to be the first to get the first sack of the new season? Well, we got that answer, but the race, it now just resets to see who can get the second.
Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Stroud now. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. To the air, Stroud. Short pass brought in. Running in the red zone. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. It's a 14-0 game here early.
14. Bills nothing. Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Showing a little burst so far. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First tone of the game for James Cook. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. The deep pass comes up big. 56 yards.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Allen. Catch made. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. I'll give him, it looks like about 7.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Motioning left is their running back. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just couldn't hang on to that one. He absorbed a pretty solid hit there that knocked it out. So now we've got 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
They could have gone for it for sure, Kate. I'm sure there's some folks on that sideline asking why they didn't go for a touchdown. But they took what they felt like was a guaranteed 3 points. But that miss is a stunning reminder. There is never a guarantee in the NFL.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Going to the ground first with Benson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. More from Reliance Stadium coming right up. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Benson once more. Defense gets there after a gain of 5. And that gives Houston the 1st down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Here's Stroud. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. On play action, here's Stroud. Able to get it to Moreau. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Last completion didn't go anywhere, so still 10 to go now on 3rd down.
Tony. Hey, uno more.
Throwing is Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that gives the Texans a 1st down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Marks. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Now it's Stroud. Looking underneath for Marks. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that is a Texans first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. That's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10 now for Stroud. And he's only missed once on this series. 4 of 5 throwing the ball. Off the RPO, they get it to Dell. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. Now an inside give to Benson. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
Montgomery now up the middle. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And off to Benson from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Stroud off the play fake. And his throw's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down. 3rd down, Brock. You knew that pressure was coming. And sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Massive hits. The ball's out. Oh, fortunate stuff there. Looks like another one of the members of the return team was able to get it. So a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing a lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he's brought down as the drive starts out to the 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More just ahead from Reliant Stadium. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Allen on the play action. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they give it to Marks. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
2nd down. Here's Stroud.
At the 4-yard line.
It is there, and that breaks up the completion. Quick reaction there to apply that contact. That's going to force 3rd and goal.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Bills. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And Buffalo will take this one back for the touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead now down to 10.
17. Bill 7. Tyler Bass.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. And this one is launched downfield. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Christian Benford has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to work after throwing the pick. Pulled in by his back. Cook. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
16 yards.
Kid, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Back to throw now, Allen. And he's going to go down deep on his own side at about the 42. The Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. After the sack, Allen. He's in trouble, and they're going to get to him again. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Well, looks like they're going ground game now. And he's going to be brought down short, and that should bring out the Bills' punt team for this fourth down. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He'll get it at the 9. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. Seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. They set up the screen here for Marks. And he's going to wind up in the red for this play, back at the 8. And dose of the hurry up here.
Back at his own 8-yard line.
Throwing on second. Stroud. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just third down now. Adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Hardman with a return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. They've got a man in motion. Second down. Here's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That is the spark that they needed. 30 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Now Allen. Finds his fullback. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are moving.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Cook again. And this is stopped behind the line as well. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal. Allen. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid, number 10 of his NFL career. Pass on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And they trail by 3.
17. Bills 14. Timer's pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. Oh, it drops and cuts to the right sideline. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Bills 14. Maybe Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. Defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Throwing on 2nd, here's Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And it'll be 1st down Buffalo.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Allen setting up 1st and 10. And he's only missed once since halftime. 5 completions so far on 6 attempts. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Throwing here, Allen. Looking for him again, but not this time. That's incomplete. The defender made the adjustment and the hit to break it up, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. And no luck. That's incomplete, and that means it is 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the 1st.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Now Allen off the play action. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Cook has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Well, you taught me, Buck. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And this time he makes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And they trail by 3.
Bills 21.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 4-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Stroud completes it quick. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
All right.
They give up the gut to Benson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Christian Bedford on the stop.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Benson. Down to the 10. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Texans 1st down.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The kick is good, and I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. Yeah, avoidable mistake there, Brock. A lot of people saw it, including our officials. Offside's the call. Even after after the penalty, they'll just move it up and kick the PAT from the 10. That one a whole lot easier after that penalty as he sends it through, no problem.
Makes the score Texans 31, Bills 21. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Allen looking to throw. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out.
One score is just, well, it's not going to be enough. I think we can look at the scoreboard and know that. So the pace is going to pick up, and I think you're going to see more and more of those shots deep down the field, Kate.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
Just continuing to add to some film that's going to be a little bit hard to watch. This guy, you typically don't see completion percentage numbers like this. Very, very accurate guy. Not today. He's going to have to figure out why.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's not going to add another catch just yet. This one pried out by the contact and forces 4th down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Three straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And on 4th down, they come through. Big play there, 12-yard pickup, and this drive's rolling on.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Back to throw now, Allen. Finds his man over the middle. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. To throw again, it's Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Going to try to throw for it. He connects downfield. And that will be a first down. He had to have it, and he got it. This drive continues. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They send a man in motion. Allen on the play action. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to him. Sheldon Rankins getting his first sack of the year here in week 1.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Fine again following the sack. Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And a good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Running back sent in motion. Third and long for him here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Play action now with Allen. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Benson on 1st and 10. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
All right. Hey, team. What's that? Hey, foul.
From the gun, Marks gets it. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 1-yard pickup.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans looking like they'll start this season with a win. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Stroud. And the hit is going to break up the catch. Incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby, Brock, who actually could have broken that one up. That's going to bring up 4th down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 45-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And he can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. 2nd time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Second down. Here's Allen. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get a lot out of this play. 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that's going to be a Bills 1st down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
Allen to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You look up at that scoreboard, and it's obvious. You still need a touchdown and a field goal. So, to me, you got to kick it right here. I can't let any more of this game clock go. I know I need a field goal and a touchdown. Go get 3 right now.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Now Allen. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects, so now one more kick from him. A field goal will tie us here in this fourth quarter.
Bills 28.
With 40 seconds left, you have to think part of this game comes down to this onside kick. And the Texans get on this kick, and that should do it for this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So it's a win for the Texans. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. He did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Hayward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.